Thanks kids for coming. First of all.
Yeah, our Inspirato meeting
I think I'm the second oldest, so.
You're what?
I said, I think I'm the second oldest.
I always say kids.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, kiddos.
Thanks for having me, Daddy.
It's gonna be a hell of a show.
Give us a second, please.
You started it.
I haven't gotten my margarita thing, whatever that Christina told me I have to get, which I'll get. I'm a giant fan of this place. And it's funny that I've never done a remote in my life, and I did one yesterday and one today. And this is more fun sometimes than being in a studio.
Well, I agree.
Because of all the stuff going on. And Breakfast Junkies to me is the shit. I mean, you've made your bones on doing food reviews, and you've been here before. What'd you think?
It's good. I mean, the cameras are off. I've told them before.
We're rolling, baby.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you don't know how he works.
Are we live? We're rolling. Oh yeah, we're rolling.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
you're fine.
Shit. Well, no,
be honest.
Their price for Inspirata. The price for Inspirata. So if you live up here and you can afford to live up here.
Agreed.
Breakfast Junkies, the food's fantastic. But for like my casual audience, it's hard for me to send them here when they're used to like a $10 to $12 a plate kind of breakfast.
Agreed. That's fair.
Yep.
My daughter will do food reviews, do 0 to 10. And my son Jack is 7. Everything is a 10. Everything's a 10. My daughter's 14, which means a 14-year-old girl and everything that goes on.
Sure.
So she gave the potatoes here the first time like a 7 and said that, what's the place over on Eastern with a train that goes around?
Oh, Eggworks.
Eggworks. To her,
those are the best potatoes.
The seasoning that they have, to her, like that's her crack.
Okay.
She's right. No, she's 100%
and
correct.
that is the benchmark for her. She compares every other breakfast potato to those potatoes.
To her favorite one.
To her favorite one. She's like, Dad, they're not as good.
Those are the best ones, though. 100% factual. Yeah.
The short rib crepe here is something that I think Jesus Christ himself made.
Well, they're bringing that out. I'm excited.
We're getting that.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't care if stuff gets on me. 0 fucks given.
That's like an old Wendy's commercial. If it gets all over the place, right, or over your face, right?
Like basically, if my shirt doesn't look like Dexter's Kill Room by the time we're done, it's just not a good time.
It's 5 and below.
Just not a good time.
Why do you think I wore this?
Just not a good time. So
I know why you wore this.
I know where. I also know why. So literally, it's like we'll talk about everything. We'll talk about food. We'll talk about real estate a little bit and what's up, what's going on. But also, it's like what you're doing to make you. There's 18,000 licensed realtors in town.
That's insane.
Which is bananas. I hope it's half that soon. I want it to be half.
Yeah.
But you both have a fingerprint that makes you different and very unique in what you do. And so we'll talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
And yeah, man, like you guys, this is episode like 33, 32 that I've done. And I'm just obsessed with doing this shit now.
I think we're gonna be your best one. I'm swinging for the fences here.
Brandon, we'll see. It's pretty high.
Okay.
It's pretty high, but we'll see. So far we're doing very well with your good. I think also, by the way, back to here, when Inspirata Station comes in, whole nother thing, right? Like I'm looking at, I rent, but looking to buy out here. And before all that breaks ground, because once that breaks ground,
the second they make the announcement,
it's really going to put it on the map. Because right now it's more of a lifestyle, because it does seem further from the city, even though really, everything's just as far away from the city as, anything else, really.
Half hour.
But, talk to real estate agents, and we live in our car, 9 hours a day. I was like, oh, you want to meet in Aliante? Not a problem.
Are you that way too? Everywhere?
Have to be. Honestly, at this point,
I'm still trying to talk Brandon into getting an electric car. I don't know how much you spend on gas, but I was done with that about 2 years ago.
Dude, I got a Tesla in March. Best car I've ever had in my entire life.
Everybody who buys a Tesla tells me that.
Love it.
Everybody who buys a Tesla tells me that.
Love it. Worth every penny, because I ran the numbers, still going to Costco to save money, and I'm still saving about $500 a month in gas, but my time, because I know what I'm at an hour. And to wait in line to pump the gas. Now I just go home every night.
If you have car, I haven't seen it around town. Where do you take your Tesla if it has car issues?
There are 2 or 3 Tesla dealerships that service them.
Really?
And all I've ever had is software updates. I had one today. It'll say, do it tonight. You can schedule it, or it's 25 minutes. What do you want to do?
Sure.
So I haven't brought it in yet. And when I got it from the dealership. Oops.
And they're building more and more of your Tesla chargers everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm an Audi, so it's a little bit more difficult, but still.
Same concept.
It's
How much are you saving on gas?
Yeah, how much
per
are you
month, would
saving?
say?
Before the gas hike, I mean, I was up to $250 a week with a little 4-door Chevy Volt.
It's crazy.
So I couldn't even tell you what I'd be saving these days. Maybe $400 the way I drive a week.
Figure
maybe
in,
every 4 or 5 days.
Figure in your gas, but also your time of the 20 minutes.
Plug it in at night.
That you're there, waiting in line, and also getting out to pump. It's like seconds equal minutes. And now,
yeah, but I'm a gas station whore. So, I mean, I love my gas stations. I rate gas stations.
As we've seen.
So if you're in Inspirata, go to 7-Eleven and ask for Vanessa.
That's a niche that
It is mine.
That's a niche.
1,000%.
That's a niche, man.
which is
Tell
funny.
you where the best
other day-
horchata is.
That's
all
a
of it.
freaking niche.
Speaking of niches, the other day, I did a podcast like a year ago, right? And whenever I do podcasts, like what I'm known for is before all the food stuff was just doing like honest Vegas reviews of like Vegas kind of stuff. And so I did a big one on like my favorite strip club, right? And it went a little viral. I told everybody like, hey, my favorite strip club's Chica Bonitas. So like a year ago, I did a podcast and the guy who did the podcast reposted a clip to generate some views, right? And apparently there's this Las Vegas guy who only reviews strip clubs.
Oh.
And he got pissed. Like
Really?
his little
This is my territory.
His
How
little
dare
legion of
you.
fans were like, stick to food. Quit taking other people's
How dare
stuff.
you.
And I'm like,
Fuck you.
dude, my name is Brandon from Vegas, not Brandon, the
That
food
eats
guy from
food.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll just post about anything in fucking Vegas, you know? But
Let's
everybody
find out.
has,
Aaron the gas station whore.
everybody, I'm telling you.
Well,
Now-
actually, I think Love's already has that. Someone's already out there. Up by Milwaukee.
there you
I think
go.
that's already taken. Like the third
I'm
handicap
good.
stall
I'm
from
good. I
the
just
left, the men's
enjoy
room.
a good gas
I think
station.
that's already that moniker's already been.
Yeah,
That's
I think
Totally
someone-
fine.
I think someone's
Yeah,
already
what-
stolen your
Hey,
crown.
a girl's got a dream. You know,
Right?
set benchmarks for yourself, honey bunny. Hi, what's this?
Candied bacon.
Candied
good.
bacon?
So good.
Candied bacon for you guys.
Oh my god!
I like the extra burnt one if you want to trade. If you don't like burnt,
Take
I
it.
like burnt too, but that's
Take
okay.
it. Cheers.
Chaz.
cheers.
Candied bacon?
It's so good.
What the shitballs? Okay.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's so
Oh my
satisfying.
God.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
What is going on with this?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have like the B-fib paddles like at the high school basketball games? They should have like one of those things like on the wall just in case. Yeah. Because I might need a stint like after this. I gotta up my statins.
How do we make bacon even more delicious and unhealthy? I know. Covered in brown sugar.
And caramelize it.
Caramelize it. Caramelize that shit. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. I give it a 9.
On the appetizer scale and the candy bacon. Is it your first time having candy bacon?
First time.
Ever?
My man.
First time.
My
No.
fucking man.
No.
Okay.
First time. That's wonderful. This is a
Welcome
whole,
to life. I mean,
this is
really?
a whole thing. I have goosebumps. This is wonderful. I love with your content. When did you like start getting a following for like food reviews?
We're at the jump,
From the
which
beginning.
is so weird. It was the middle of COVID. I'm showing a house. Everyone's freaked out. It happened to be right there on Horizon and Valle Verde, if you're familiar with that area of Henderson. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm miserable. No one's showing my house. This fucking sucks.
What makes Brandon happy?
Yeah, I go to the butcher block. to get
Butcher block!
to get a steak because that's what makes me happy.
Right on.
By the way,
Eat your
butcher block.
feelings. Eat your feelings.
Yes,
Very
eat my
healthy
feelings.
for you.
Wagyu steak, best steak on
Well, and your
on
last
Vegas.
video made me want the juicy chicken.
It's the best.
Yeah. Squeeze
So
the chicken.
I go to the butcher block, and for some reason, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I see all these other idiots on TikTok doing this. So I pull out my phone and I just give the best like YouTube opening of all time. If you're still buying your meat at Smith's, you need to stop. Right? Just some like dramatic News 3 flash. And then I flip the camera out. I'm like,
Dun, dun.
this is the butcher block, right? And I'm like, bam, here's
What
the
a
steak.
hook. What a hook.
Right, I'm just pissed off. So I'm making a silly video.
Yeah.
I wake up and I hadn't turned my notifications off at this time. Now all my notifications on social media are off. I woke up to
This is Brandon because he's so
575
cool.
notifications.
No shit.
And I'm like, oh my God, my house is really popular.
Ah!
And I go on TikTok and it's just a bunch of people being like, oh, oh, we want to get a steak. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? No views from my house, but like 500,000 views from my butcher block. And that's when I was like, all right, I guess I'm a food reviewer now.
And how long ago was that?
COVID, so three years ago, May of 2020.
And then how long have you guys known each other?
Oh God.
5 years?
Yeah, 5 years.
5 years.
You want to tell them the story about the bus?
Yes, I think you should.
No.
And the drunk
You
guy.
tell it.
Yeah, it was a good time. So it was with Driggs, and they did like a bus tour. None of us, we didn't have listings, but we're like, we'll go on this bus tour. And we were critiquing other people's listings. They were having problems selling, and we were there to give them reviews they could pass on to the seller. And I was trying to take my own video. I was like, hey, will you videotape me? And he's like, will you do me next? And I was like, yeah. And like, a love was born, video love. So yeah, and we were on this bus, and everybody was like, I don't know, this drunk guy was next to me, and I was like, help me, Brandon, help me.
Brandon and Erin doing each other on camera.
What?
Hey.
On a bus.
Hey.
That would be a viral video.
I'm telling you, that's the clip. That's our headline clip.
Yeah.
But no, like legitimately, we were on a bus of realtors are not. Sometimes we're not the most fun or inviting.
No.
I'm super fun. I don't know what you're talking about.
Would you say you're the standard for realtors?
No.
Yeah. So back to my story. Most realtors are not
right.
very fun.
Well, they're not community over competition either.
They are. They're very zero sum mentality.
The only one.
And me and Erin were just like, fuck it. We're stuck on this bus for 3 hours. We don't have listings. Let's make it fun.
Same.
I'm like, let's get some cocktails on this bus. Let's make it a real thing.
Good time.
So it's like you ever been in a community where you feel a little bit of an outcast and you find that one person.
I call that junior high. Thank you. That's called 7th and 8th grade for Jeff Fargo. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What you seem like a charming guy. What made you an outcast?
Only child, ADHD, pre-meds. This is back in the mid 80s, and was always like having ADHD. You blurt things out. So I
I think they call that Tourette's.
Tourette's
kidding.
is, well, yeah, it could be Tourette's too, maybe. Hey man, whatever gets me a handicap parking permit for the holidays, I'm down. I'm down.
You have like the world's first case of like super friendly Tourette's.
I do.
Right.
Where you just yell out nice. The first time I met you, you were like, man, you're a super great guy. And I was like, you're a super fucking great guy. This is amazing.
I lead with kindness.
Always.
I just lead with kindness. But I remember 7th grade, I spit on Linda Lohman on the bus. Bitch had it coming, by the way. And I got paddled by Mr. Harris, the vice principal of Canandaigua Junior Academy. 7th grade. And I got paddled because I spit on her.
Fuck you, Linda.
Yeah. Hey, Linda, eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah.
I'm on a fucking podcast having candy motherfucking bacon.
Yeah, Linda.
Where are
Yeah.
you, Linda?
Probably unhappy somewhere.
Linda's fucking trying to corner the market in Diet Coke Slurpees in upstate New York.
How do you think a redhead felt growing up in the 80s without eyebrows?
Well, I don't know. You had Molly Ringwald. Like that's a whole. Like, was she like your queen?
no.
No.
I barely even wear pink. I had to go buy pink for the Barbie movie. It's too Molly Ringwald.
Fair enough. Have you
So,
been?
yeah, I had to grow a really big, fun personality because I was that hideous.
This isn't you by nature. Did you exhaust yourself
Yes. Yes. I
at
do.
night? Are you like exhausted? Like I don't want to talk to anybody. Fuck this. Eat a gummy and go to bed.
No, I'm actually like,
Sorry,
I'm actually like, it's 7
So
o'clock
sorry,
and I'm
that's me.
bored. Who else can I call? What else can I do?
What's your gummy of choice?
Ooh. Right now, I was doing wilds. Now I'm doing is it high heads, hot heads, something heads. And
All I heard was
I go to the source on what'd you say?
Nothing.
You're such a bitch. I go to the source on Eastern, and it's like going into a fucking Apple store.
Yeah.
Everything's behind. Like I have a bud tender with a fucking
tender.
iPad, and everything's behind plexiglass, and I get a sativa.
Can I blow your mind?
If long
Yes.
as mine is in code for something else, yes, go right ahead.
Can I blow your mind? There's gummies out there. You seem like a man of refined taste.
I am.
There's gummies out there called Flight Bites. And they're made
you
with,
take 'em on a plane?
not to nerd out too much, but most gummies are just made with like an extract, like a cheap oil or
Right,
something like that. Flight Bites are made with rosin, which is the pure, unadulterated, uncut version of like the THC extract.
Oh, hell yeah.
So they make the Flight Bites with these. And I'm talking about, when I talk about potency, like, you know how you eat your gummy, it hits you and then it kind of like fades away? These things ride with you the whole way.
I love that. I can take 2 at a time right now.
Yes.
To roll.
Oh, no. With these, I popped one before the Raiders game. I left the game still like, Oh yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Flight bites. Flight.
Where do you go? Where do you
bites.
get them?
I get mine in Hardin because that's where they sell cannellini, but
All right.
they probably sell at most dispensaries nowadays. The
Flight
dispensary
bites.
on Eastern, Dispensary
You're
Express.
looking at a like a marijuana virgin.
We can take care of that.
I'm sure you guys could.
That's called second edition of Fargo Talks. We get high as fuck
Well, I am-
and come back here.
I am going to give another one of your gas stations a shout out because you know me. So it's the Speedy Mart one, but on the north corner. Okay. I have to
fucking
tell
love
you
you.
something.
I love you.
So I was waiting in line behind a bunch of people and there's these little jars and it was like this Delta 9 chocolate. And I said, what? It's hemp. And I said, what's that? You're selling it at a gas station. So, you know, I can still be legal and all that. Well, okay. That's a different story. So anyway, I buy a bunch of these things and he was like, it's to make you feel good. Well, I'm like an after school special. Like I can barely take an aspirin without freaking out, right? Like I'm going to die. So I take half of it and I slept really good, right? So I went to every Speedy Mart in town because I wasn't over here for about a week. And I had to drive all the way back over here to get these Delta 9 chocolates. So that's about like hemp is like the top of my edible experience.
Delta 9 is it's like the cannabis cheat code.
Thank you.
It's the way that
That's what it
this cheat
said on the
code-
square.
it's a
love
cheat
that.
code. It's how they convert. So it's the closest they'll get to legalizing THC. So it's converting the hemp plant into THC.
Jesus.
If
That's all for you, Jeff. That's
Oh,
your
no, that's-
margarita. Is that the margarita? Oh,
What's
that's the
this? What's
mimosa.
this?
You serve your mimosas
That's
out of a jug?
beautiful.
Okay, look, I've got an AA meeting at the local Catholic church in like 45 minutes. So as long as this sets me up for like the coffee and the bad cookies in the back of the room, I think I'm okay. What
Oh,
the
goodness gracious.
shit? This isn't in the shot at all, probably.
Treat it
That's
like
all right.
college. Just like tilt your head.
Right. Dude, that's why like I have a
That's
tough time
beautiful.
with tequila still because going to school in the 80s, I graduated college in 92, but drank more like mezcal and you eat the worm. I have PTSD from that. Now it's like all the different tequilas that are out there. I'm just not like, I'll drink this. I'm sure it's excellent, but I'm not a big tequila guy.
What? Why not?
'Cause
What?
college.
No, I mean like. So even now,
Drinking
now
shitty tequila ruined me that if I, even a hint of that like taste. And this is
so even if you drink something like Costly Azul, you still get that
never had
flashback.
it. Wouldn't even know because I'm too afraid.
Were you one of those guys during COVID? You'd go to Albertsons, you'd have to use their sanitizer, and it was the one that smelled like tequila. I wanted to die. It was so terrible. I was like, you need to change this.
I didn't even know about that. So
My addiction's grocery shopping.
You bring more to the world than just real estate and gas station food reviews.
do.
It's also hand sanitizers at different
Yes,
grocery
the level.
stores and
Yes.
what that equates to in terms of your senses.
Yes, yeah.
This is better than going to see a concert at the Sphere.
I know.
My
love
pleasurable
this.
experiences with
Well,
Erin.
you know what? Fuck my U2 tickets. I'm going to hang out with you and go to fucking Super
Wait,
K.
Yes.
Did you get U2 tickets already?
Yes, sir.
Are you one of those like Joshua Tree diehard? Like you'll see U2 anywhere, anytime? Okay.
No. It's funny you say Joshua Tree. The first time I saw them was their Joshua Tree tour, 88, 89, Hollander Stadium, Rochester, New York.
So you still remember them as you still have memories. Like
Oh my
when,
God.
when nostalgia hits you,
Oh,
Yes.
Brandon.
you see U2
I was a
the
YouTube
rock
follower,
band. Not,
every single one
Oh,
here.
U2?
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, like, I'm slightly younger than him, but yeah, that was my jam.
Yeah.
so you guys still see U2 as like this cool, edgy rock band for the smart, witty 20-somethings of the world.
I don't give a fuck about the 27s of the world. I care about
Just
it's all
makes me
about me.
feel
No, but
happy.
like, makes me feel happy.
That's your nostalgia because with music it's all nostalgia.
Yeah, it reminds
points.
me of like
Yes.
It puts you
high
at
school
time, right?
dances and
Yes,
making
sir.
out.
I
don't
say
know.
that because like
Yes,
for
sir.
me when I hear U2 at the Sphere, I'm like, this fucking, band, they're dragging them out here to perform at the Sphere. And you guys still remember as like, I'm going to U2 The
good.
Rock Show.
Yes. What?
Wow.
All right. I was talking to Scott about it before we started. I get to a certain point. I also exhaust myself. So like at night, there is if I'm not with my kids over on Valdina, at night from 9 o'clock on, there is a 104% chance that my AC sets about 70, 71 with my Nest thermostat. I'm naked. I'm 2 gummies in, and I'm looking for something to watch.
This sounds like a party, my friend.
I'm looking for something to watch on like Netflix or Max or whatever streaming, and that's what I'm doing.
Are
I'm out.
you a binge watcher or do you treat it like old school television, one episode?
Giant binge watcher?
ADHD.
Okay. So I hyper focus. So I have to watch all of it.
You have to know how it ends.
Yeah, like right now I'm watching, but they're smart. They're doing one episode a week. I'm watching one now about the guys that invented like telemarketing out of Jersey, where they would sell sheriff like benevolent society stickers. $10, $25, $50 and lie to these people and say 100% of the money goes to the sheriff's department, where it's not going fucking them at all.
It's like the breast cancer people.
Yes. And these were like the first guys in like mid to late 90s that started doing this and launched it nationally.
Sure. If it works in Jersey,
you can go to Fort Worth.
We can pull this scam anywhere.
Anywhere.
Here's the corned beef.
You ever seen that movie?
That's corned beef skillet.
Yeah.
Oh my, I'm going to destroy that. You ever seen the movie The Invention of Lying?
Beautiful. Look how gorgeous that is.
Who's that British comedian that they always bring to the Oscars who rips people apart?
Ricky Gervais.
So Ricky Gervais has this movie, and this is what the telemarketing thing reminds me of.
Ricky fucking Gervais.
The movie's called The Invention of Lying, and he lives in a world where nobody lies. So he sees this hot girl walking past, and he just tells her, the world's going to end if you don't have sex with me. And she's like, oh my God, really? I guess I have to have sex with you. That's how I feel like telemarketers are.
Yes.
Like the first person was like, wait a minute, what if I get on the phone and just fucking lie to millions of people? Do you think it'll work? And God damn it, these guys got rich.
Like stupid money.
Yeah,
but
of
like
course.
I love watching stuff on TV that's like based on real life. Or like I just got done watching who was the kid that played football for Texas A&M? Johnny. He won
Manziel?
Yeah, Manziel. That was excellent.
Yeah,
that was really well. Like I like watching that stuff.
Does it turn you off that it's based on real life? Like, are you okay that there's a little movie magic to go along with the biography?
I'll let them have the artistic license.
He'll accept it.
But I'm the guy. I do. Ask my girlfriend.
He's going to go down the Google train to make sure he knows what's
exactly
facts.
right. I'm Googling. I'm pausing it and Googling it sometimes to say, did this really happen?
Yeah.
So great question.
What scares me is most people aren't like you. I think you are a very, very small anomaly and rarity in this world. Most people see things that are based on,
and they'll be like, "Oh my God, that's
and they're like,
it.
this is 100%."
And now we have the blind side. Happening right now.
Wait, what happened with the blind side?
Oh goodness gracious! So,
that's to do with the
football
player, Sandra Bullock, all that shit.
What happened?
Don't you watch the news?
No.
Okay, so when they made the movie, now Google it, people. When they made the movie, they told him that that he was like really adopted or not adopted, and we only got $50,000. Yet they signed up their entire family and not him to receive all the royalties from the movies. So now he's like suing the family or something, the family that raised him.
What?
Yeah, and that's just like the crust because I only halfway listen to news.
So wait, the blind side was bullshit. All the emotions, all the Sandra Bullock
was all bullshit.
Well, I think it was bullshit until they made the movie and there was money involved, which is, typically how families work. Am I wrong?
Oh, the girl.
Okay, so tell me what you're eating over there. This looks
you take a bite of yours. Describe to us what you're eating.
Well,
it's basically like a decadent, succulent corned beef hash. So they've taken the corned beef, which is still pretty good. They are a good, like with corned beef, you want it to be a little crusty, a little burnt. You got to have the little potato char on it. That's what makes it corned beef and hash.
God damn.
But then they buried it under this perfectly cooked, looks like it'd be just an egg white.
Is it a hollandaise sauce?
Oh, and then put hollandaise sauce. So it's like an eggs Benny on top of a...
Jesus Christ.
or hollandaise sauce over anything.
Yeah. And you bust it open and it's creamy. What you got over there?
I'm a saucy girl. So it looks like they got me this avocado toast because I like beautiful, pretty things. And these are, I think, beautiful jicama and some pomegranate seeds.
That's one thing I like about this place is they do a mixture of what I call like, I'm a guy who I don't give a shit. The food you could just put this in a blender and pour it down my throat.
I like it pretty.
You have to have it pretty. And they do a good mix of that where they have some pretty dishes.
Like that's a beautiful presentation.
Yeah.
Like my favorite shows are like Below Deck and stuff like that because I am a cooker. I love to cook. I haven't baked anything a day in my life.
Cooker.
I cook.
Cooker.
Yeah, not a hooker.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, it's Vegas, you girls work hard out here.
I missed that.
Hence the gas station reviews.
Yeah, that's the...
Yeah, I think I would have been one of the best strippers on the planet. I would have had a good time with that.
I do. You have a great personality.
I did. I went to college instead.
Not to law school like every other, or medical school or whatever. Every single...
You tell me you can't pay your college student loans in dollars?
I was pre-med, Jeff. I wanted to be a plastic surgeon.
Really?
I did. I didn't play with Barbies. I wanted to create Barbies. And then our family business took off down here and my family went and got me out of college and said, you're running this. The internet, the World Wide Web was born when I was in the quad at college. You remember where you were at? Like the first time you heard about the World Wide Web or received your first text?
I remember my first text. Did you have a brick Nokia phone with Snake
on it? BlackBerry.
Oh, excuse the fuck out of the rest of us.
Oh, I watched the Blackberry. There's a Blackberry one too.
No shit.
Yeah, on I think Netflix or Hulu, and it's about the
Watches a lot
rise
of
and
TV.
fall of. I watched that one. I watched the one about Ty, the guy. It's Zach Galifianakis pays Ty Beanie Babies, the whole like empire.
My mother was convinced.
Crazy.
Convinced. Her beanie collection was going to pay for our college
Oh,
fund.
land. I've got a whole trailer full for my grandma.
Yeah.
Remember when they gave them out at McDonald's?
Yeah.
We went to like
Yes.
4 states.
Yeah.
Like we were just handing it out to homeless people right and left because we couldn't consume
Talk
any more
about a brand.
McDonald's.
Oh my!
I just wanted the goddamn
good
beanie
hell.
baby.
Did you? We called them beanie bastards.
You brought the chicken and waffles
cool.
over to me,
That's
huh?
gorgeous.
Boy, that's
She already knew.
I
that's
mean-
profiling. As far as I know, that's profiling.
That's
but
food
okay.
profiling. She knew exactly what I wanted. She said,
fine.
She said, who at this table
Yes,
wants the
thank you.
chicken? It was me. It was me.
And they're like, give the white girl avocado toast.
And look, we're all happy and
Kinda worked.
satisfied.
Oh,
Kinda
well, here
worked.
I'll move it over. This is a braised short rib
Oh my
crepe.
God. Oh my
That
God.
is absolutely bananas. Like it's cooked. It's not too salty, but just enough salty because I don't salt my food. It is perfection.
You had me
Absolute
so
perfection.
hyped for that when you said the word short rib crepe. Like, braised short rib on anything is the best, is it not?
Here, throw that in your mouth.
I mean,
First time I ever said that to a very large man.
Pass around. I wouldn't touch that, but it looks gorgeous. It's beautiful.
That is the fruity pebble French toast.
It's adorable. I like that.
This is wonderful.
I
You're
like
not gonna
to say,
try it?
When I gave birth to my son, he took all the sweet out of me.
This is adorable, by the way. It's cute little
I'm
syrup.
definitely a savory girl.
Like Lilliputians are like they're enjoying
Lilliputians, yeah.
their food too. And Gulliver's Travels. Whee!
one of them, they do it with with like a honeycomb stick.
Oh, I like that's cute.
Well, especially
See,
if the
I like
man's name
adorable.
Honey.
Hold on, let me dive into this.
That's gonna I think you'll be very happy with that.
How'd you find this place? Is it just because you happen to live in the area?
Live in the area. Would go to whiskey every once in a while for drinks. In my golf cart and saw this. Oh yeah,
That's
dude,
why I love
I'm all
this
there.
area. It's I want
First
a
of
golf
all,
cart now.
How is that? Right? Yeah.
That's really stinking
That's
good.
crazy. That's fucking good. Saw that this place was open. There was like a month or so. I'm like, breakfast place, whatever. You know, how many breakfast places do we all know
Sure.
here in town?
Sure.
But I came here with my son Jack, and it was like, oh my God, it's fun. I love the music. I love the vibe. The food's fantastic. Yes, it is priced for Inspirata, but if you figure in time to travel somewhere else for something like a little bit maybe cheaper, for me it fits. And
Yeah.
it's literally a 5-minute golf cart ride away.
When I say
Down.
that, what I mean is I rank every restaurant on will I travel to go eat there?
Well, I
Great
like
point.
experiences. Like I like the atmosphere and the beauty and the presentation. So you will not see me at like an IHOP or anything like
Because it
that.
doesn't do anything stimulating for you.
Well, it's like saying someone wants to like go to Outback.
Yeah, we went to lunch at
You know.
Outback, and I was like, no.
To live in Vegas and for have someone tell you, hey, let's go to Olive Garden.
We
Fuck
can't
and
be
you.
friends.
yeah, we
Can't be
I'm
friends.
sorry, but I'm literally unfollowing you on all socials.
That's
I
the end
know.
of the friendship.
Or
right
even worse, I'll mute you so you think I'm still following
Oh
you.
my God.
Which is that's a scarlet letter right
See,
there.
I like to cook. If I'm leaving my house, it better like wow me. Otherwise, like I really don't do breakfast
Yeah.
because, you know, I whine about like an egg costs 7 cents, maybe 9 these days. I'm like, I can make this just as beautiful at home.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
well, I'm teaching my kids too how to save money. One of the best things you ever said on one of your videos was I now leave the house and every single day I try to spend the least amount of money possible. And I really think
great.
you need to repost that again, or I need to stitch you or something.
I love that.
By the way,
Because-
thanks for the free lunch, Jeff.
Well, thanks-
Anyway.
thanks, Breakfast Junkies.
You're contributing to my spending $0
Right?
today.
Hello.
Yeah, there's that
Hello.
too. There's that. There should be a little budget though for, you know, fun.
Sure. But spending $0 a day, I mean, zero's extreme. I'm being humorous. but
Right. If you're
teach-
going to require like, you know, a drink, get it on the way or bring it. Don't get somewhere and Postmate it.
100%.
Is kind of like your theory.
100%. A lot of these, and I hate to use the word kid. I'm only, 35. So saying the word kid makes me, a lot of these kids grow up in a world where like,
It's too accessible.
It-
I think was your
100%.
words.
Crazy.
the amount of accessibility to convenience they have
Convenience.
is crazy.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
agree.
it's not enough that Taco Bell makes your food for you. Now they can have someone make the food for them, then bring it to their goddamn doorstep, cut it into little small pieces for them on the way.
Which is bananas.
Just like mommy used to make, you
Bananas.
know? And then we're shocked when they can't save money. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck, I got Xbox and Taco Bell to my door. Like, I don't see any need to grow from this.
I went down that road for a while, and now I'm done with all the.
Swappers.
I want that.
Yeah, let me try.
Oh, I
But
got you.
I will swap with you because here you want this. I know you want
You know,
that.
come on,
I
bro.
want that.
Come on, man.
I'll try
And
anything
here, I'll
over there.
give
I
me
do
the
like
short
savory.
rib for Erin. I'll take that.
Okay, we'll pass this to you.
Very good. Thank you.
So far, the short rib is the king of the meals so far.
All right.
So far, short rib is taking the
Short rib
cake.
is
try it.
bananas.
But
That's for you, my love.
there is
it.
chicken on top of a waffle with berries and syrup. So,
There, you got your weapons.
you know,
Tell me how good that
All right.
chicken is.
Now we've
Since
we've
obviously
changed.
I'm not allowed to review chicken.
yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was
So,
awesome.
Erin, serious question for you, right? Because I've been doing this so long that I told you I don't look at my comments anymore,
Yes.
right? Like I make like 4 comments at the start of my video and then I just ignore them for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Smart.
But you like going through comments, right? You like seeing what people are saying. You like interacting and engaging with people,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe I do have a little ADHD in me. Like, I get bored easily. So
Sure.
yes.
Comments are a good way to fight boredom because people always got something interesting to say. What have you found, like from a female's perspective on TikTok and social media? What kind of comments are the most normal for you?
Well, according to my food reviews, so now people, it depends on, what race you are. So I just went to Dave's Hot Chicken, had a great time with the family. We did a little video and they said, well, I'd rather have it reviewed by a black person. No offense.
The no offense part slays me.
Our taste buds must be completely
offense.
different.
The no
depending
offense
on the
part
color of your
slays me.
skin.
The no, trust me, I get that too. I go to review Roadkill Grill
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
and I click my notifications just to see how many, how my videos are doing, to
Yeah.
track them and stuff like that for promotion. And I see a comment that's like, "Oh, you reviewing these white people barbecue places?"
There we go.
And I'm like, "Wait a minute.
There we go.
I didn't know we each had different kinds of barbecue. I thought
Hey.
we all like smoked meat."
Look, and you guys get to roll out of bed, and that is who you guys are. Now, slap a bunch of makeup and pretty on a girl and see how many comments you get. I look like a clown. I love makeup.
Oh.
If I took all this off, I would look like you, Jeff. I literally would. Okay.
That's pushing it. That's
all this
pushing
is
it,
painted
Erin.
on.
That's
Literally.
really
okay?
pushing it. Okay.
Yes. So tattooed eyebrows changed my life. But it's like my eyelashes discredit me. I would never buy any real estate from you because you dress too loud. I'm like, man.
Okay. Here's my son-in-law.
Right. I do have that too. He
So
looks like
get
you.
you get a lot of negativity.
I think we all do.
I get about half. And I was like, oh, I was literally talking about a crack in a pool, not about my eyelashes,
When you like, I one of my a couple of them have gone a little viral. I've won at 2.3 million. And
Damn.
yeah. And it's I talk about parenting. That's the third rail. How dare you tell me how to parent?
Oh yeah.
I'm not talking how to parent. I'm saying how I parent my kids, that I love on my kids, but I don't coddle them. And for those of you that are helicopter parents, you coddle your kids. When my kid is going for the same job your kid is in another 10 years, my kid's going to eat your fucking kid's lunch.
Alive.
Or in terms of problem solving, well, in a job, who's going to be the one that is going to try to figure it out before going to a superior?
Yep.
Compared to the other one's going to always go to the superior.
Yeah, I'm not that
Yep.
mom. I had my kids and left them for dead. I'm like,
Figure it
I don't.
out.
Yeah,
And so
absolutely.
I got stuff like age, bald. But what I do is I use ChatGPT if I want. And I reply to all my comments, and I'll take a transcript of the short video. I use Descript, download it, and I put it into ChatGPT and say, here's a transcript of a 30-second video I put on my podcast. Here's a not nice comment that was said about the video. Please create 5 funny replies. And it works.
Wait.
And I've got 4 people have turned and been, oh my gosh, that's hysterical. I'm so sorry for what I said. I didn't mean to offend you.
There you go.
Wait.
4 people.
I need you to put me onto this magic.
Yeah.
You
AI.
tell me I can turn
Yes.
their negativity into more content?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Well, because you can reply, make a video about replying.
Wait. So
yes, sir.
you take the
It's
full
like you're
clip
putting them in a spotlight because all these are keyboard warriors. They don't think you're going to point them
Keyboard
out.
courage. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's what I do.
I want to know the process that you did for that. So
Yeah.
you take the full clip and you run it through what?
Descript. it's a platform I pay like maybe $16 a month for. And I use that every morning. I post all my own stuff every morning. And in the morning, I'll download the video that I have, I'm going to post. It'll pull a transcript from it, the actual text of what's being said. And I'll put that into ChatGPT. And I have it create my headlines, create my descriptions for YouTube Shorts, trending hashtags. I use Google Bard for that. Everything. I'll show you.
I would love it.
I'll show you.
What's the most memorable response you've given so far? One that even you were like,
I had one.
I think you told me about one.
A guy like went off on me and he called me a codpiece. And I said, sir, I don't even like whitefish.
Do I not know what a codpiece is?
Codpiece.
Like fish?
COD. I don't know what a codpiece is.
Oh, I was like, what, am I missing something?
But
Was it from
also,
Peter
I think
Pan?
he was from another country, which awesome. That means I'm hitting other, like, I'm like, okay.
I know what a codfish is.
You know, like maybe that's like a UK thing to call someone a codpiece.
Yeah.
But I did, I replied back. I'm like, sir, I don't even like whitefish with a fish emoji. And then, the other one was a guy said, this guy definitely this guy probably hits his kids.
Oh.
And I said, and my reply was, only to the back of the head, hashtag no marks.
just fucking lean into it.
Absolutely. I doubled down on that shit. And the thing is, for me, 95% of all the comments I get is love and thank you. And, I'm building an audience because of a lot of it now is just this, have my friends come on my pod, and then I have Austin and his team break it up into shorts, and I push those shorts out every fucking day.
On YouTube Shorts, you said you're doing descriptions? Like,
Yes, sir.
you're doing, like when I do a YouTube Short, right? Like for this one, it would just be like Breakfast Junkies podcast, right? I just leave the YouTube Short like that. You're putting a full description when you put everything down?
Yep. AI is doing it for me.
Okay.
Because I give the AI platform the transcript of what was being said in that short form video. So from there, it gives me 10 engageable, edgy headlines is what I ask for, and then a whole description. It also includes links to all my socials, hashtags, and I copy and paste that into YouTube Shorts.
Nice.
Thanks.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He's got some game
Interesting.
changers.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've been playing in the space since America Online. And when this came, like when AI came
Do you
about.
still have an AOL.com
Did you say
account?
America
I wish.
Online?
Yes.
Was that AOL?
AOL, which was the greatest puppy dog clothes ever. You get that CD sent to your house.
Yes.
Good for like
Yes.
100 hours.
Yes.
And then it was like $20 a month or whatever. And every motherfucker was doing that.
Yeah.
My long running story is that I'm a raging heterosexual, but there's a 110% chance back in 93, I got catfished by somebody in a chat room who I had cyber sex with in a private room, thinking that it was a leggy blonde with a thigh gap.
My fucking man.
From UCLA, basketball. Meanwhile, it's a morbidly obese, a black guy from Spanish Harlem with skin tags.
19 female Maryland.
Guaranteed.
AOL chat rooms is where we all grew up.
That was it.
Oh, yeah.
At least once or twice. I'm like, send me a picture of you so I know it's really you.
I'm gonna let these boys take this one. Like, I got married at 18.
Yeah, let me send me a
God.
picture of you. And they can make a picture of anything. Take a picture
It
of
was some
freaking
stock footage they found.
Yes,
I safeguarded
they took it off
myself.
of People magazine was right there for Christ's sake.
AOL had a great business plan. It said, give them the free CD, let them get addicted to porn, and then charge them for it. Yeah, there's no
charge
going
a
back
fuck
now,
ton.
All day.
motherfucker.
And that's back when it was like 9,600 bits per second. Like
You just shut your phone down.
Yes,
loading.
you had to like a plug-in modem into my laptop I had in my kitchen. I'm there doing my shit, and it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing.
My man said AOL chat rooms.
Yeah, yeah, and then I graduated into then went to MySpace, and in MySpace my name was Mr. President. Oh yeah.
Who was your top 8? Who was your top 8?
I have no
wait a
dating
minute.
stories. None.
Aaron's head is exploding right now. My top 8 were probably my friend Tara Beavers, she's one of my best friends. Love her to pieces. Hi, honey. She's in the Berkshires. And then probably any random girl that I was fornicating with at the time,
Definitely
because I had
top
a
8.
full
Yep.
head of hair
Yep.
and thought I was the shit, even though I was not.
You were. If you had a top 8 of girls you were fornicating
It was
with,
literally all women that I was, having some type of carnal knowledge of.
my man, you were the shit.
Yeah.
And you would rotate them out depending on like how they perform.
Yes. And I would know, you could see your count, how many people are looking at your page. So 8,942. When I went to 43, sometimes I knew that girl that was looking at my fucking page. I knew who that was.
They need to bring this shit back.
Oh, please bring it. I had
Bring
music.
back TikTok top 8.
It was like a customizable landing page that had music and themes to it. Oh, it was so cool. It was so fucking cool.
What was your song? I come to your mid 2000s. I'm a cool kid. You're a cool kid. I'm coming to your page. What song is playing when I
Master
go?
of Puppets, Metallica.
My fucking guy.
Full stop.
My fucking guy.
Full fucking stop.
My fucking guy.
Yeah.
I would always try to put something cartoonishly the opposite of what I was.
Passive aggressive way to get girls.
So my pictures, my
man.
Me in like playing in my football uniform, like here, and my song would always be like
Baby Shark.
No, it would just be like Christina Aguilera or Britney Spears. Let the ladies know I'm sensitive. I'm into whatever they're into.
Fish with a wide net, my brother.
100%.
Fish with a wide net.
I never thought about rotating girls I was seeing into the top 8.
Rotate them. You got to earn that right.
If I could go back in time, I would not do anything.
That shit is earned. You just don't get there.
Some people say they would go back in time and change their life or play the lotto. Nope, I would go back and fix my MySpace top 8.
Change your top 8. If you want to be in Mr. President's top 8, bitch, you better have your shit dialed in.
You better bring it. You better bring it. Yeah, if we had a bad date last night, you're definitely going down to 7. Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Bye.
Wow.
Replacement.
So savage.
Did girls know that they were number 9 and 10?
No.
Like, did you let them know, like,
so.
hey, don't worry, a few more good dates, you're cracking the top 8?
No, that's a good question. I would get the,
glad I have
cool,
these men to
a
balance
major
me
top
out.
8. You know. They would on like their Palm phone, whatever, that had the little stylus that came up, and they're texting me on that, or their BlackBerry. You know, or I love that I had a Motorola.
Oh, you had rich girls. You had BlackBerry girls.
My favorite phone ever was at a Motorola StarTAC. You could drop that thing off the Empire State Building, it would bounce and look at you and go, what up, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Now it's like you look at an iPhone
and it's breaking.
Gone.
Cracks.
Gone.
That's facts.
Total dog shit.
You better get ready because your boy's gonna have to. He's walking into this world. He's walking into the world of top 8s.
That's okay. I let my kids make their own mistakes. I mean, not to throw him under the bus, and hopefully he doesn't watch this.
I'm gonna send it to him.
You're gonna text it to him. Kind of ask him and his little friends. Have you kissed a girl yet? No. And he's still like hanging out with the guys. And I'm like, oh, that's good. Make your own choices. Be a good kid. But I think it's really important as a parent to encourage him to, get into sports and get into everything. I'm excited. You got to come train my kid. Weren't you in football?
I was in
football uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting.
I'll come to the games. I like watching.
I'm a football mom now. It's kind of cool.
What does being a football mom entail for you?
Wow, being the most popular mom in school, bar none.
Is it competitive?
Yeah, no, I want to be the top woman. So I want to be behind the concession stand. I want to get all the donations. I want to be at everything. Like, oh,
you were at the firework fundraiser.
Hell yeah, I was. And who was a big donator? Brandon from Vegas.
Of course.
I wasn't a donator. I bought fireworks like
Look,
illegal.
I want to be the Beverly Goldberg of Desert Oasis High School. And if you don't know who that is, you don't know.
Who's Beverly Goldberg?
Beverly Goldberg of the Goldberg. So if you want to watch a really good 80s flashback show, I mean, I've had every sweater, every like clear phone on this show. I love it so much, right? And she's just like a smotherer and a Karen, but not. She just fiercely loves her kids, and she just wants to be like the most popular mom.
Says every Karen ever.
Ever.
I'm not a Karen. I just care the most.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, bitch.
The difference is doing something about it. So I went to the very first parent meeting today, new school, and I was just kind of like, there's a bunch of Karens in here. And my girlfriend's like, well, you're here. You're one of them. And I said, no.
hysterical.
If I have a complaint, I'm going to have some way to solve it. I'm not just going to tell the principal the bathrooms are dirty. Like, have a plan. So that's the only thing is like, I'm not a keyboard warrior. I want to be on the other side solving the situation.
I think you said something really interesting in that the only way I can judge, because, in 2023, thanks to social media, anybody can be anything they want to be, right? Or pretend to be.
Amen. All true.
And the only way you can actually judge people nowadays is what they do, like what actions they do in real life. It's very easy to, as someone who does this for a living, it's very easy to turn on my camera and make you think I'm doing something that I'm not. People think I eat out every night, and I guess I'm not helping my case right now by eating out
at Breakfast Junkies.
Yeah, at Breakfast Junkies.
All good.
But
that's good. I really like this.
When I post the butcher blog, people are like, "You don't really cook, dude." I cook 80% of my nights.
Good for you.
Good
for you.
Like when I post the video and when you see the video, two completely different things.
Days later.
You know, there's videos I made 4 months ago in the middle of the day, and I post at 8 o'clock at night, and people are like, "Oh, I'm eating here right now too. Where are you?" And I'm like, "Bro, that video's 4 months old."
Batch content.
Batch content.
Yeah.
Batch content.
But my point being, it's about what you do in real life. You're not just going to go to the principal and bitch and complain and hope he does something. You're going to find a solution yourself.
Right.
Taking action in real life.
Which
Well,
is
just like you got to be part of the community. I mean, you really have to. I mean, you could fake book it all you want.
Sure.
But people really seeing you out there really doing it are going to be your biggest supporters.
100%.
it is interesting when you're a parent that, like, with kids now, when I was a kid, I knew, and I was 10 years old watching HBO, got a hard on for the first time, and I knew I wasn't gay.
Real sex?
And real sex was later on.
How old were you?
10.
Okay.
First time I knew I wasn't gay was HBO, and also Julie Sager. I lived in a townhouse, Holiday Harbor in Canandaigua, New York. Julie Sager was a lifeguard. I made my mom buy Diet Pepsi in the glass bottles just for me to bring to Julie Sager when she would be the lifeguard. And she knew it, and I was like 10 or 11 years old. She's like 16, 17. Oh, straight up, man. It was awesome.
You've always swung for the fences.
Oh, always.
My
always,
man.
always.
My man.
And she let me, like, I used to dick around in her car, and never, it was all good, but she would flirt with me back, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Definitely not gay.
Little fat little kid with a bowl haircut.
Yeah, buddy.
But
hey,
my vibe was always way above my station.
Yep.
So that's how I swung for the fences.
the heart wants what the heart wants. I'm telling you, man, if you
Amen.
don't let anybody ever put you in the box. I was just talking about something live today. People saw you and they were like, "Oh, this kid with his bowl haircut,"
Yeah.
and you were like, "Fuck that, Julie Sager. I am good enough for you, and I'm gonna bring Diet Pepsis till you fucking understand."
And my mom would giggle. Oh, my mom would laugh. I'd go to Wegmans and get Diet Pepsis and
In the glass bottle.
in the glass bottles.
That would charm me a little bit.
oh yeah,
Oh, there's no joke.
Oh, yeah.
I bring a bottle opener. It was like goddamn concierge, like the guy Waldorf Astoria, for Christ's sake.
Wrapped it in a frozen
This is
napkin.
little Canandaigua, New York.
Can I tell you something? I stayed at the Waldorf Astoria for the first time in my life last week.
And
I get it now.
my favorite property on the strip.
I get it now.
My
I can't stay anywhere else.
Favorite
Yeah.
property on this trip is Waldorf
I
Astoria.
can't stay anywhere else now. It's ruined it.
That's
It's ruined it. It's ruined it. They
Yeah.
need something, that little valet door that they have where the valet just puts something and never bothers you.
called a butler's pantry.
Butler's. See, I gotta fucking hang out with this guy more. I didn't know
Got
what it
you.
was.
a butler's
I'm embarrassed
pantry.
to say this, but I'll tell it too. We sat there for like 20 minutes and being like, what do we do with this? Like, are we supposed to hang our jacket? Like, what are we supposed to do with this? And finally, one of the sweet maids came around and she was like, oh, we can put stuff here so we don't have to enter you in your room.
I'll tell you exactly how it works. I was with there. This is
Oh,
back
I
when
travel fancy.
So I'm in a relationship now. I love you, Brandy. But this is back when I was single. Last summer, had a friend that she came and we met at the Sky Bar, which when I was single, that was my place. It was Sky Bar. To meet
Girls were
for
instantly
drinks.
impressed, yeah.
Oh, so we go there. Next thing you know, one leads to another. Let's get a room. Well, it turned out that Shark Week came. And when she had her bathrobe on.
She's not getting the joke.
Oh, I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
And so
I'm waiting until the end.
And so she
Like talking
was
to
the
a woman.
one, she goes, we need to get me another bathroom. I'm like, all right, what do I do? She goes, put it in she told me about it. She goes, put it in the butler pantry and just call down and they'll take care of it. And within 20 minutes, we have a soiled, bathrobe. Can we get another one? Yep, no problem. Within 20 minutes, bang, bang, gone, done.
No questions asked.
No questions asked, done.
Yes.
But that's why I use a butler pantry, because to avoid that awkward handing it, which I would have done.
Sure.
Chivalry's not dead.
Sure.
I would have still been like, yep, I had a hangnail. And it's just, I would have taken
You would have taken the heat for that
I would
one?
have taken one for the team.
Can you give me a Band-Aid as well? While you're
Absolutely. Sorry, I have blood thinners. I have a whole clotting issue. Sorry,
It's an issue.
It's a thing I have, and so I just went ahead and did that. But instead, you avoid all that mess. Butler pantry.
It's genius.
It's fucking genius.
I literally retroactively, while I was laying in the Waldorf, I was judging every hotel I've ever stayed
Yes!
in for not doing these things. The bar inside your room has actual classy beverages. It's not just like cheap White Wolf vodka. You
Yeah.
open the fridge, there's little Moet bottles in the fridge.
Yeah.
I mean, they have Coke Zero instead of Diet Coke. This is a real classy
It's
establishment.
worth every penny.
Every penny.
Every penny. And yeah.
My fiance is a professional spa goer. Like her mom runs the Mandalay Bay spa.
Congrats. And also,
yeah, right. So that's price on my end. And so she's a professional spa goer. I mean, she's been to every massage spa place in town. And she left that spa and all she could say was, they have their own scent. They have their own scent.
That's a badass comment.
Waldorf apparently pays some kind of perfumer to have their own unique scent specific to them. So when you walk in the Waldorf spa, it smells like nowhere else on earth.
Yeah, you can buy the candles and diffusers.
Can you really?
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I've got all the lines. I travel fancy.
As you should. So I took my kids on a staycation last year and met and made him laugh, Dave Chappelle.
Really?
Yes.
I can top that.
Yep.
Wait, no. How did you meet Dave Chappelle and
Where'd you go? Where were
what
you?
joke did you tell him to make him laugh?
Thank
I
you.
hope it wasn't the bathroom dad joke from earlier.
Nope. Okay. That was after. I was with my kids and I was over like where the outdoor grill is by the pool. And I heard a voice. I'm like, how do I know that voice? I turn around. I'm like, that's fucking Dave Chappelle. And he had on a t-shirt, one of his concert t-shirts. Totally just like Ohio low-key guy. Him and another guy. They're sitting eating, and I'm like, he's the funniest guy I've ever seen in my life, like, or heard. I grew up with, like, Eddie Murphy Raw and Delirious.
Oh, my God.
Richard
With
Pryor,
the leather jacket.
Carlin, 7 Dirty Things You Can't See on TV. That's the stuff I grew up with, and he's better than all of them, in my opinion. And so this was about a week after he got, like, tackled at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
So I walk over, and I'm thinking, what do I say? What do I say? What do I say? I stood, like, 15 feet away. So I'm not a threat or anything. And I said, hey, I go, Dave, I just want to let you know, I'm going through a divorce right now. And I've watched a lot of your stuff on Netflix. Thank you. Like, it's literally helping me. And he was like, oh man, he put his hand over his heart, body language for like acceptance. And he said, thank you. And I go, he's like, I'm so sorry about your divorce. I go, don't be sorry. See that bitch right there in the bikini? I'm tearing her out of here tomorrow. Because there was a girl in from, I think, Ohio that I swear she was there for like a seeking arrangement date or something. And it didn't connect. She's like in her mid 30s. And she saw me playing with my kids. And I'm a good dad, but also at that time single and also a man and part scumbag. So if I see a hot girl like laughing, like when I'm playing with my kids, I'm like, she's a single mom. I got a chance.
Oh, and you're definitely tearing.
And I have like the fighter jets. I had tone on her before I let the missiles go.
So you're just being super dad. You are
super dad. Put the phone down. Put the phone down, Jeffrey. Go play with your goddamn kids. I'm here to give you your best lives, children. I'm here to give you your best lives ever, children. And that girl's laughing her ass off in her bikini and looking good. I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna happen.
My man, yeah. Turn down. It's like if a guy's walking a dog and he sees a hot girl walk by, you always pick the dog up and you're like, oh
yeah.
no, don't worry, baby, I'll carry you on my back if I have to.
Like little kisses, a little fucking dog.
The stupid things we do to get your guys' affection,
Dude.
it's unbelievable.
So that's what happened. He laughed his ass off and then was there with my kids for 2 nights, took my kids back to their moms, and then hung out with that girl the next night.
Oh, so it was a double winning weekend.
Great weekend.
Oh, this is pre this girlfriend.
This is pre girlfriend. Oh yeah, because I didn't start dating. That was July of last year. I started dating Brandy January of this year.
There you go. Just making sure. I got Brandy's back.
So do I. She's amazing. Brandy's the shit. Brandy's the shit.
He's got her front too.
All the things.
But made Dave Chappelle laugh.
Making Dave Chappelle laugh would be like #1 on my life achievement. Like I could be a millionaire, have a kid, have a great family, and if they ask me like the best thing that ever happened to me, I'm like, oh, I made Dave Chappelle laugh one time.
Lightning strike me now. I'm good.
To me, he's the funniest person who's ever lived, like ever
lived.
Yeah, 100%.
Ever. Whenever he has, like, I tried to watch. I listened to Two Bears One Cave.
Okay.
So Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura together on the podcast, very funny. But I tried to watch both of them like fill up stadiums. These guys have fuck you money and they're super funny, but watching their stand up, I'm like, oh, not that funny.
Yeah.
To me, at least, just like not that funny.
Some guys are good with like a huge crowd when they get the audience
the
rolling.
Energy and everything.
Dave Chappelle can make a room of 3 people laugh.
Dude, Chappelle just gets up and murders it every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
And to me, he's the funniest guy ever.
Yeah, he is.
Funniest comedian ever.
He's like the last person on earth who's allowed to just tell the truth whenever he wants to.
Amen.
He doesn't have to hold back.
Amen.
Yeah.
Who do you think is funny, Erin, besides yourself? Besides Brandon and I, who do you think is funny?
funny?
Yeah.
I don't
We
know.
don't count because we know you think we're funny because we think
of
we're
course.
funny.
Of course.
I don't like that question. Next.
I have a serious question for you. Okay. Question for you.
31 episodes. No one's ever said that to me.
Who do I think is
Ever.
funny? I don't know.
Any stand-up comics?
No, it's not my thing.
No.
No. I don't know. Seinfeld was probably the last comedian I watched.
Seinfeld's good.
He's still funny.
Comedians in cars drinking coffee is pretty fucking funny. Go
What's
ahead.
something? So for me, I'll be from my perspective. If my girl laughs at another, like if Jeff tells a joke and my girl laughs, oh, we're having a fight.
Oh, you're jealous.
Don't you dare. You could
That's
tell
like
me
your thing?
She could rub your chest and be like, wow, your
That's
muscles
fine.
are great.
That's
and I'd be
fine.
like, yeah, baby, he's in great
But
shape.
you have to be the funniest guy in the room.
If she laughs at his joke, I'm throwing
a
a
dead man.
fucking tantrum.
That was on
I'm a dead
Modern
man.
Family. That's pretty funny.
What's your thing? That's the one time
I'm
I
a
realized,
dead man. I'm a dead man.
Don't you laugh about? Don't laugh at his fucking joke.
Hey.
I'm the funny one. What's your thing? What's something that
That's
like
hysterical.
it's small, but you can't stand it if like your guy.
So we've
Scott will
married.
make a mental
I
note of
joke. I've been
timestamp
married
and
for
do it.
like 300 years, right? Because I've been married since I was 18. We're
So
going
3
on,
years ago.
We're going on 27 years. Thank you very much. Love that. And somebody asked me, what is the secret to marriage? And I was like, I don't have a lot of patience. And I was like, I don't know. It just works. Like, I'm the boss. I don't know. We work. And I asked my husband. He was like, trust. And I go, trust, that's your thing. And he would, because I've had a lot of like kind of fun careers, not a stripper in Las Vegas, but where it is Las Vegas, bottom line. He was like, I don't care who you're with or what time you're out or da-da-da, it's trust. And I was like, oh, okay, I like that. So I guess if you have the trust.
So if you
is
saw
there
your
a
guy
thing?
like, if you saw your guy
Is there
like,
a thing?
what do you mean? If you saw your guy like instinctively trusting another woman, and he was like, "Oh, baby, I trust her," would you be like, "What are you doing trusting that bitch?"
No, not at
So there's
all. Are you
nothing
going to
that-
leave me for what?
Damn, that
I just
confidence.
keep begging him. I was like,
great.
please
I
don't
love that.
And
die
this is- she's
because
always
I
love
can't
that.
replace you.
She's
I
over
love
here
that.
talking about, I don't know where my son gets all this confidence from.
Yeah, exactly.
5 minutes later,
Come on.
bitch, she gonna leave
You're leaving
me?
me?
Are you fucking kidding me?
If anyone, whoever's watching, when you hear Erin's comment about her confidence, fast forward about 20 minutes ahead to what she just said right now.
Dang it.
Holy
So there's nothing.
fuckballs.
There's nothing he could do to make you jealous.
Just jealous.
No small thing.
If he cleaned somebody else's house, if he did somebody else's laundry.
Oh my God. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Holy he was like, oh,
I'm gonna
Julie,
go to Julie's dishes. I'll be like, oh, now we have a problem.
I ran into Julie and she asked me to go over and help out with the dishes.
Absolutely not.
You doing what?
Do my dishes.
You doing Julie? Fuck Julie's dish. I'll
Right.
break Julie's dish.
So,
Julie's,
you
listen,
guys
Julie's a
are all-
cunt, first of all.
Fuck Julie.
Fuck Julie
100%.
before she wrote it on. Fuck
Yeah.
her.
Fuck her dishes. Cheap
Yes.
ass plastic dishes.
You know what?
I'd rather
I
you
hope
have
Julie
sex
gets ass
with her than do her
cancer. Fuck
dishes.
Julie.
Julie.
Fuck
Well, you
Julie
guys have
and her
heard of
ass
the 5
cancer.
love languages, right? Maybe
No,
a little
what
too
are
late.
they?
Never?
No.
The 5 love languages.
Acts of service.
Words of affirmation,
blowjobs.
personal touch. No.
That's not a
That's
love
not
language.
a love language.
No.
Yes. That's an act of service.
Quality
I'm out.
time. Okay.
Quality time.
Oh my God. Okay. So if you guys.
blowjobs? No, did I say that already? Oh,
No,
sorry.
that personal touch.
I was with you.
No.
Personal touch.
And gifts. Okay, so in order to have a really good relationship, I suggest to read the 5 love languages or freaking just Google it because I don't have the patience for that. Okay, so you have to understand that your mate, you're gonna at with these people.
Is that why when I was single, any girl in her early 30s, her love language was receiving gifts? Is that why?
No.
Is receiving gifts the love language or giving them?
No, okay, so you have a personal love language because I am the happiest when I give people gifts.
Sure.
Okay, but I'm the happiest, and do
Okay.
not take this out of context, acts of service. What I mean by that is I don't
Blowjob.
need to be touched. Nobody needs to tell me how great I am. I can buy my own shit, all the things. But if I come home and it's a perfectly clean house and all is in order, I'm a happy girl.
Okay, so
You're going to have your love language and your
it's people
receiving love
doing
language.
something for you that they know for you is a miserable time sink.
Yeah, like in real estate, like paperwork.
Yeah.
I pay lots of people to do all the
All my
paperwork.
paperwork. Yeah. 100%. That's my love language. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Smart. Very smart.
So you might be acts of service. My husband, he's like all of them,
Yeah.
all 5 of them. He needs quality time. He needs words of affirmation. He needs acts of service. Like he needs all the things, right?
Yeah, he's filled with love.
So anyway,
You
read-
not so much. You
No.
are very independent,
I
strong.
am perfect the way I am. I will not do the laundry.
That's it.
Actually, I'm not allowed to do the laundry because I'm
Who
always so
does your
busy I
laundry?
forget it. Craig,
He doesn't laundry?
Mr. Mills.
Have you heard of those delivery laundry services? You ever tried those out?
Yeah. Oh, I would pay all the people to do all the things.
Yeah, that's the
But he
thing.
likes to do it.
I wanted to.
That's the thing.
It
I'm
calms
like,
him down to dust and all the like. He loves it.
He finds it like
I'm married to
relaxing
the
and shit?
perfect woman.
I'm not. It's 2023. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say. Or
I laughed.
I saw that. You have way more confidence than
I don't
me.
give a fuck. Yeah,
I
laughed.
love that about you.
Yeah,
I really
I
do.
don't give two shits.
I really do. I used to be more confident, and then social media happened, and now I'm like,
Did you read comments?
am I allowed to?
Here's read comments.
Don't read your comments.
This is
I
a
don't.
comment.
Obviously.
No, but I still am aware of how 2023 works.
Do you think you could ever be canceled?
Yes. Very easily. Oh my
How?
God, very easily.
What? Give a scenario, a hypothetical that would lead
What
to you being
I'm-
canceled.
My greatest education tool is comparing the buying and selling process of a house to ladies' night at a bar. And I say
Love
things
that.
like,
I love
I
that.
say things like, hey, ladies, when you're the only person at the bar, you're a 10. But then actual 10s show up and you turn into like a 7.
That's why you need a duff.
That's straight facts.
Yes. A duff. Aaron, you can say these things.
You can.
Quit trying to get me in. Well, you're trying to get us in
can.
fucking trouble.
Yeah.
You're allowed to say things like, I married the perfect woman. If I said on this
You would be
podcast
canceled.
and I was like,
My
oh,
husband's
yeah,
gonna be mad,
I got
but
a
he
girl
knows
who
it's
just
true.
gives me blowjobs and cleans the house. I married the perfect girl. They would be fucking ripping me to
First of all,
shreds.
that you would have married the perfect girl.
I know. She's out there somewhere. I'll find her.
That's,
Wow.
I mean, please. That's just
Chanel, if you're
happens.
listening to this, it's for entertainment value.
That just happens.
100%.
Okay. I mean, go ahead.
I can't believe I'm literally, she caught me so off guard when she said that. I'm usually the person who says things that make people go, oh, fuck out of here. You got me good, Aaron.
Good.
You got me good. I'm really speechless.
It is.
We were talking about buying and selling, but I threw you off there. About being canceled.
It's exhausting. If you've got to, and this is just me, I don't give a fuck, but if you've got to think about what you have to say, and there's been stuff I've put up that's had to be taken down. Like my bosses were like, we can't have that on or whatever.
Sure.
Okay, fine. But I'm still going to swing for your words, swing for the fences.
Yeah.
Every time. Every fucking time. And if someone's, nose gets out of joint because of that, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
We can't be friends.
Well, then we're not friends. I don't want you in my ecosystem.
100%.
Right?
100%.
Like you're on this earth for a precious amount of time, and I'm very picky with who and when I spend my time with.
Yeah.
And that's that. And a lot of times it's just, if you're someone that's negative, or especially in real estate, like real estate agents that are just fucking exhausting
Yeah.
because they want to talk about the deal that they lost out on 3
Everything
years
negative.
ago.
Everything negative.
Negative, or they're lying about their social, like they pay for their followers on Instagram. They've got, or, anywhere, at TikTok as well, paying for it. Instagram especially, 200,000 followers, but 400 people are watching your reels.
Yeah.
That's, you paid for your
Or
followers.
14 likes.
And 14 likes per post.
And what's crazy, okay, the delusion of the people you're talking about is my favorite thing ever. They know the followers are fake, and they'll still edit themselves for fake followers.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you're editing yourself for robots.
Very
Like, what are you doing?
Very true.
The reason I started to self-edit a little bit with certain topics is because, so TikTok Live is my main source of like driving leads, right? I've been banned from TikTok like 9 times. People don't know it because I have so many videos on rotation that when I get banned, no one can no one knows.
That's funny.
I've been banned from TikTok 9
That's
times.
funny.
I have to go get my account. I've had to go get my account on 9 separate occasions reinstalled because I'll say something and TikTok is the great decider of what's allowed to be
Indeed.
said. And that's
Indeed
what
they
scares
are.
the shit out of me is that like Facebook, Instagram, which is both pretty much Zuckerberg, they've become the great decider of like how we are allowed to
Meta.
communicate with each other.
Well, yeah.
Meta.
And here's the thing. You don't want to build, your castle on somebody else's land. So it's kind of like, the big TikTok or the big YouTube star that got everything taken away from him. And that was it, period, the end.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So at least we do have multiple different platforms, but I don't think it is edit so much as, being a decent human being, not saying anything directly offensive.
But now the question is, who is allowed to decide what's offensive,
What is offensive?
and what's not?
You're always going to have somebody on the other
I
side.
think you would be a great.
My eyelashes offend people.
Really?
Let's be serious. My eyelashes discredit me. My lipstick's too dark. I wore light for you guys today.
Well, I know you. You're one of the most serious realtors. In fact, you annoy me with how much you talk about business, and I'm like, Aaron, Let's just get fucking drunk at PT's pub.
That was the one thing.
Please let me know when that happens. I'm so down for that. And by the way, then I want to talk about those flight bites. And then,
next time I see you, I got you a pack
and
of
5 love
bites.
languages.
I love you with the heat of 1,000 suns. I fucking love you right now.
Oh, I fucking love you. We've got a new burgeoning friendship has appeared here.
This is a little bromance I think has been created.
Are you guys going to make me eat an edible?
Yes.
Make you sounds like
Are you going to watch me and protect me while I take
100%
a teeny micro dose of an edible?
Aaron, the thing is this. First, I'm going to roofie you so you won't even know what happened.
Wow. Okay.
All right. So we're going to roofie. I'm going to follow it right up with an edible.
Incredible.
Bam, bam. You're good,
You
honey.
won't remember anything. It's like you didn't
so much fun.
You're literally dead from the neck down for 8 hours. It's wonderful.
Yes.
Wake up in bed the next day and your house is all clean, laundry's folded.
Then I'll be
You're
happy.
Good.
I will be happy.
It's all good.
Aaron, of course we'll look after you.
Yes. Oh my God.
A wink. We're going to be like, oh, let's go grab a burger next door.
Listen, I have great attorneys. It's fine. No, we're good. We're good.
Do I really annoy you that I talk about business so much? Here's the thing.
I knew she was going to come back to it.
Now,
I knew she was going to fucking come back to it.
Now I was like, now hang on a second. I've worked really
you
really
touched
hard.
the nerve, motherfucker, with that one.
I did because I'm
love
a
it.
bone dead workaholic. Like I'm nervous when I take hours off. I'm super nervous. Like I'm like, what else can I do? Who else can I call?
I'm with you.
And I had to have a coach tell me, you're fucking annoying on social media because you don't have, he goes, Erin, what's your hobby? And I go, work. What? And so I was like, I don't know. I have dogs and I walk them. And he was like, at least make that your hobby. So I do try to inject fun and something not work every day. And it's difficult for me.
Aaron,
And I think I was raised with my entire family has always had their own businesses. There is no rest for people owning their own business. I didn't have 9-to-5 parents. We didn't have that relaxed time. So I know it was built into my bones, but I'm doing better.
I wasn't going to say anything, but since Brandon kind of like broke the seal on this, every time we've talked, you're extremely serious. Like all you do is talk about work. Like I really don't know you. I don't know about your family at all. You never let me into who you are. And it's offensive.
I learned the most about Aaron today. Today was my eye-opening. Yeah, this has been the most fun conversation. I'm telling you.
It's really like literally hanging out with you socially is like going to the dentist.
I like it.
It's just not. It's just.
That's why I wear such offensive makakeup and bright colors
and
to distract you.
That's why. Okay, like I'd rather we meet.
I was a little weak on the glitter today.
I want to meet at like the Circle K,
Yes.
With a pellet ice
next to the edible store,
and you get the Diet Dr. Pepper with like a little lime shot in there with a styrofoam cup to keep it even colder for you longer for like 89 cents.
Yes.
I'd rather we do something like that. Maybe I hope maybe then you'll open up to me.
Okay.
Because like today even it's a really good like
I'll try.
Through the looking glass, you're just super serious.
The most serious.
Are you just mad because I don't like comedians? My famous joke. What's your name? Aaron, not Aaron. I watched that episode of Key and Peele.
So that's your favorite comedian, Key and Peele?
There you go.
That's it.
Sure.
They're like Dave Chappelle light, I guess.
I'll YouTube him.
Safe Dave Chappelle.
Safe Chappelle.
Safe Chappelle.
Wait, you never saw the Chappelle show? You never saw any of that? Girl.
Oh, honey bunny.
Girl.
I like Housewives. I like to see what they're wearing.
Like Desperate Housewives?
But look, what I ask you, what are your favorite TV shows? What did you tell me?
I don't watch TV.
I don't really either. I like to catch some screaming bitches wearing Chanel every once in a while, and that fills my soul.
I feel you on that. I like watching that shit too. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Desperate Housewives, secretly one of my. You ever seen that show?
Oh yeah.
It's fucking so good. It's like white girl telenovela.
It really is.
It is.
Well said, sir.
It is. It's the best shit
I'll
ever.
have to watch that eventually.
Oh,
I missed
Aaron,
it. I've never seen Friends.
You're on the show. You don't realize it.
You're on the show.
on Desperate Housewives.
I like it.
You're on the show.
Okay.
Like they recorded you secretly and put you on the show and didn't give you any credit.
It's you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's you. I'm going back in.
Oh, go for
Since
it.
we've been here for so long.
Honestly, I would just eat the short rib off the top of the crepe at this point and tell everybody to fuck off.
Fuck off.
Do it. I like the mushrooms. I'll eat all the mushrooms.
Wait, so is this going to be a new thing for you? Are you going to do more live podcasts on site? I think the on site thing is great. I record a podcast in a studio, and I'm telling you, after like 30, 40 episodes, you're like, oh, back in the same fucking studio.
Sick of this
again.
background.
Yeah.
I've never thought about it that way because honestly, I go into Level 9 Studios. Scott Vera is here right now. He's the fucking man. But even if he wasn't here, it's so much fun because of the people that I have on.
Yeah.
I vet who they are. Like people, I'm very lucky. I have a 2-month wait list to get on. And a lot of people I say no to in a nice way, or I have my assistant do it. Just be like, no, not going to happen. But I love this, but this is special. Like, you two are gold. To be on camera to do this, there are a lot of people I could do this with. And so thank you.
No, thank you.
welcome.
This is probably the most fun podcast or fun interview that I think I've ever done. And it wasn't just because you bought us food, which I greatly appreciate.
Well, thanks to Breakfast Junkies.
I always get the plug. Thanks a lot to Jeff. In case you need a thumbnail, I got your thumbnail right here. Right. Oh, thanks to Jeff. Jeff supports black people.
I love black. A lot of my friends are black.
You hear that, guys?
That's how much I love black people.
This is the man right here.
I even ate chicken and waffles.
He even ate chicken and waffles and wasn't faking.
I can't tell you how good chicken
No.
waffles are because I'm not black.
I totally,
according to my reels.
I totally avoided all text messages about a Klan meeting later on tonight.
I appreciate
in
that.
Moapa.
You know, I appreciate
Instead,
that.
I'm here with a man of color.
I appreciate
and
that.
eating chicken and waffles.
I appreciate it. I was going to skip the Black Panther meeting and come here, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad we did this together. We should really bring our two groups together. I think
I
they
don't
would
even know
love
what
this
to
place.
say.
Actually-
I canceled my Witches of Eastwick meeting.
Also,
God,
by
you
the way,
bitches.
going
Married to
back
the
to
Devil.
MySpace, my song was Anything by Public Enemy. Anything by Public Enemy.
Really?
Oh,
Did it scare
miss that
did
era.
it scare the shit out of your family that you were listening to Public Enemy? They were not very like, you know how we said Key and Peele's like safe Dave Chappelle?
Oh.
Public Enemy is like the opposite of that.
I saw, when I was a senior in high school, saw Public Enemy open up for the Beastie Boys, License to Ill tour.
Get the
and
fuck out of
Good
here.
one.
High as giraffe nuts with three of my buddies at the Rochester War Memorial wearing our flannels and our Timberlands and our fucking Levi's, walking in like fucking whitey white breads, and everyone else there is black. Everyone else there. And Security of the First World comes out, and SW1s come out, and S1Ws, and they have fake Uzis. We're all high. They point the Uzis to the stage, and I look at my buddy, Rich LeGret, and I go, we're all going to die right now. We're going to I'm going to die right now. I'm 17 years old, wearing my Land's End flannel. I'm going to fucking die because these angry black men with berets on are going to fucking shoot me with an Uzi.
Where did you get? Wait, hold
And
on,
that's
hold
why I've
on.
never gotten high.
Where did you buy your weed from before the Beastie Boys concert? I need to know this.
Boy.
How illegal did it feel to buy weed in the 80s?
Oh, it was. Well, okay, this is the short story is that I used to buy my weed, a guy named Tom Erb. I'm not kidding.
Throwing them all under the bus today.
And I used to pay
wow,
$1. I
watch
pay
out,
$1
Karen
a joint.
and Diane and
Ninth
Tom.
period, Mrs. Van Fleet's English class. I'd have my history, my English book. I'd slide it across the desk to him. It was a crisp $1 bill in there, and he'd put a joint in there and slide it right back to me. That's how
In
covert
school.
we were.
In school.
My dad
Mrs.
would be
Van
proud.
Fleet was
My
like
dad would
in
be
her
proud.
60s, and like mild dementia had set in. Bless her heart.
Oh, so the perfect teacher.
Perfect teacher to be getting freaking joints from Tom Erb.
And
ERB, Herb.
And
Yes.
what? By the way, Tom Erb, your service is greatly appreciated,
man.
man.
Thank you, Tom.
You're a pioneer.
I heart you.
You're
Thank
a
you, Tom.
pioneer.
He
If you're still
definitely
selling
is.
joints for $1,
You're
Brandon from Vegas, all
literally
platforms.
you're the Elon Musk of joint sales.
You're the Elon Musk. This guy, Tom Erb, hidden legend out there,
Yeah, in
man.
Canandaigua, New York.
If
Yes,
you're watching this on a rare chance, Tom, we're all proud of you.
very rare chance.
All right. No, knowing Tom, he owns some kind of grow somewhere, man. He was the head of his
Tom
time.
probably has dispensaries all over Ottawa right now, or something like that in Canada.
I was a nerd. I've only snorted pixie sticks.
You had me at snorted, and then
And then
pixie
Pixie
sticks. I'm
Sticks.
like, oh,
Pixie
well-
sticks? Did you have like glitter in your nose?
Yeah, all the things. Yeah. I was a band nerd, but a cheerleader, so I was a good little
Pixie-
balance.
Pixie
yeah, you put them
sticks?
up, you do the,
Oh,
the
no,
thing you
I
put the
get it.
music on.
did you
Yeah,
like?
we
Did
thought
you
it was
at least
hilarious.
roll
They were
up
like-
a crisp like
Yeah, it didn't
$1
work.
bill or
It didn't
something to
work.
snort it with? Pretend like you're
No,
in
you just ripped off
Scarface. Or
both ends of the pixie stick. Let's see.
okay, ski club, seventh grade, Bristol Mountain, in Bristol, New York. We used to snort Tang.
See?
The orange powder?
Yeah,
What the fuck
Snorted
y'all
Tang.
doing in the 80s, man? This
snorted
is
Tang. Yeah.
like
have no idea.
I'm done judging millennials. Y'all were on some crazy shit.
Oh, a Gen
Pixie
X.
Dust and-
Gen X. There's nothing you're going to see or fucking do I haven't already done. Nothing.
My dad would put the stamp of
Nothing.
approval on this, but if I wanted the real shit, it was at home. It was at home.
Oh, lay it on us, Slick.
Well, that's why I think, not being a helicopter mom and telling your kids no and everything, they say, why is the pastor's daughter the worst? I mean, it's just the thing. So it's like, I would clean up cocaine parties and make sure, everything was covered and ready to go for the bulimic nanny to walk in, So it was like, that was my childhood in the 70s
You
and
had
80s.
a rad childhood. Are you fucking kidding
Did you
me?
ever just take some with your finger, just put some on your gums, just a little something? Little
Never
taste?
got curious one time?
No.
Never.
I was an after school special. Don't you remember
Did you ever
those?
watch Scarface?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Scarface made me want to deal blow.
Yeah. If you watch Scarface, you 100% think
I would
drug
die.
dealer.
If I would take the wrong pill, I would be the one to die. So I always protected that.
Any person in sales these days, the core foundation movies is like Glengarry Glen Ross, Scarface.
Yes.
That's it.
Seems like I need to be the designated driver of the group. And I'm happy to do that.
Every sales group needs a DD. You can be the mom of the group.
Well, but yeah, also when I was this is before Uber. My mom used to drop me off at parties. That's how cool my mom was.
I called my dad one time. I did one drug. I did a whip it. You know what that is, right? You crack it into the balloon.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I went up and down so hard. And I called my dad and he walks in. Everybody's trying to scatter. He's like, nah, where's the good stuff? Come on, everybody. Empty your pockets for daddy.
Your dad.
This party's for me.
Yeah.
Wait, your mom was dropping you over at parties where it's like ragers?
Oh, yeah.
With the 6-pack in your hand?
No, they had a keg out in the garage.
Your mom was dropping you off at keggers?
Tom
I
and
mean,
Matt,
that's a good
Tom and
mom.
Matt
Was she like,
McDonald
call me when you're done?
Every weekend, Tom and Matt McDonald in Canandaigua, New York. They lived on Howell Street. Their parents would go up to the Adirondacks to their cabin, and they would throw fucking ragers. And my mom would drop me off because I was in 10th grade.
When I think of Canada, I just think of these super polite, oh, pardon me,
Hey.
eh? Thanks, eh?
Raging.
Super polite. And you guys are just throwing dirtbag parties in 10th grade.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love it. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
We'd
No
have
wonder
them in
you
the
guys like
caves at Red Rock. Remember that? You too young?
What's that?
We used to have all of our parties up in the caves at Red Rock.
Oh, we never. I'm a Hendo kid. We don't.
Yeah.
We didn't venture like that. We would. Our parties were either at somebody's parents' house who left for the weekend, or if a rich kid threw a party, they'd rent out the houses at Lake Las Vegas because those were vacant as shit
There
for
you go.
God knows how long, and they would let teenagers rent those and do
love it.
drugs
Oh.
and be degenerates.
All right, kids, we have to wrap up because I have to take my daughter to the dermatologist.
Oh
After
shit!
all this,
I have no clue.
It's
I'm in the
3:30.
casino right
We
now,
went for an
bro.
hour and a half.
I don't have a fucking
We
clue
went
what
for an
time
hour
it
and a
was.
half. Thank you,
You're welcome.
my
Thank
little
you for having
friends.
us.
This has been great, right? Good times.
This
you,
was
my love.
Thank you.
This was way more fun than it should have been. I'm telling you right now.
Good times, right?
Yes. I know you have a 2-month waiting list. When that shit opens up, I'm volunteering myself to come back.
We'll make that happen.
I have more questions about MySpace for you.
Done.
I need to know what you transitioned to after your MySpace top 8 went
Oh,
down.
that's
How did
okay.
you keep girls in line then?
Yeah.
I have questions for you.
I had a strong pimp hand back then too.
Mr. President.
Mr. President had a very strong fucking pimp hand.
When
Yeah.
you make your next business cards, please put it Mr. President.
President?
Jeff Fargo. Yes.
I was a dom before a dom was a thing.
So you've been 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah,
You've been.
yeah.
Ladies, I'm getting a little boner with this man. I'm just telling you right now. You better bring. What's your girl's name?
Brandy.
Brandy. I'm Brandon, and I'm your competition.
He's still, you're not sure if you're gay or not.
Once
yet
he goes
at
black,
this point.
he's never going back, Brandy.
Ever. And I've been talking in front of this for the past hour and a half. So it's like, okay,
He's
He's
warmed
already
up.
he's
I'm
already
cool with it.
practicing.
Warmed
I'm
up.
telling
this
you.
is the microphone is grooming me. 31 episodes of this, I'm being groomed already to be with a well-endowed,
I like it.
girthy black man.
I like it. It's got a good heft to
wearing,
it.
Wearing a windsock. It's fine.
Like one of those 80s the gym socks.
All right, kiddos. That's it. We're good.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Chaz.
my little loves.
Thank you.
Thank you.